The woman discovers a strange thing while cooking. The egg in his hand turned out to be empty. She originally thought it was just a coincidence, so I picked up another one and pinched it gently, but the result is still empty, until she crumpled the whole carton of eggs into pieces, but they still couldn't find a single intact egg. But that's not the weirdest part. Just as he wiped down the floor-to-ceiling windows of the balcony, but I didn't know that the wall behind me moved on its own. A moment later, he was caught in the wall, but just when he was about to suffocate, the walls were miraculously restored to their original state. Initially, Alice thinks she's been exhausted lately. I hallucinated, so I didn't pay much attention to it, but just as he continued to wipe the glass, only to find out there are still traces of the extrusion just now. Only then did he suddenly realize that the previous scene was real. Just when he felt dazed, I suddenly remembered a strange thing that happened when I first moved to this neighborhood. All the inhabitants gathered that day together. There was a big party. There was a happy smile on everyone's face. But the black girl is an exception. He uttered a strange thing in public.
We shouldn't be here.
But everybody heard that. They all thought he was going crazy again, because this is known as the community with the highest happiness index. It was the man named Frank in front of him, crafted at a huge expense. All the families who live in, without exception, they were assigned a set of standard villas. Even luxury cars are top of the line. But that's not enough. The company also offers an enviable, high-paying position for every man. There are only two conditions for joining the community. First of all, the men had to join the Frankish company and go to the company's headquarters every day to work. Second, no one is allowed to go near the desert north of the community. Violators will have unpredictable consequences, and life in the community is very regular. Every morning, the women would walk out of the house on time. I watched my husband's drive to work. Then the busy day began. But their job is simple. Just clean up your home. You can enjoy a whole day of leisure and relaxation. The community is not big though, but it is rich in resources. A variety of recreational facilities are available. Food and drink are even more diverse. Women can enjoy a luxurious life as much as they want, but before the husband gets off work, they all have to be led by the hostess, perform physical training. This is done to maintain a perfect figure, so that they can better please her husband when he returns. But Haymay is an exception. Since a month ago, she violated the rules, trying to take his son across the desert to the north. But when the security guard spotted her, the child is gone, and she started to go crazy. People say that this community is just a scam. Everyone is warned to leave immediately, but everyone ignored his words, even whispering behind their backs. Talking about the black girl is because of the pain of losing a child, resulting in delirium. Lovely Lizzie vaguely felt that there was something else behind this, until one morning, while he's doing housework, but he could no longer contain the impulses in his heart. So he got on a bus to the north. As the vehicle gets closer to its destination, there are fewer and fewer passengers on the bus. In the end, he was left alone, but just as we were about to reach the last stop on the edge of the desert, suddenly, a strange sound reached his ears.